2025 released a lot of games, but only a few truly mattered. Not because they were loud or overhyped, but because they respected the player. This isn't a ranking. These are the games that defined 2025 across genres: action, RPGs, indie standouts, and even one free title that surprised everyone. If you care about games that are actually worth your time, let's talk. One of the first games that reminded me why pure action still works when it's done right was Doom: The Dark Ages. I didn't want a story-heavy setup here. I just wanted that moment where your hands move faster than your thoughts. Doom delivered exactly that. It's aggressive, focused, and brutally efficient. Every encounter pushes you forward, no distractions, no filler. In a year filled with slower, reflective experiences, Doom felt like controlled chaos, and sometimes that's exactly what gaming needs. After that intensity, I found myself repeatedly coming back to Hades 2. This became one of those games I'd start just for one run and suddenly realize an hour had passed. What stood out wasn't just the combat, it was how complete the experience felt. Even failure felt meaningful. Characters reacted, progress mattered, and the game always respected my time. That balance is hard to get right, and Hades 2 nailed it. Then there was a game that genuinely surprised me with its creativity: Split Fiction. Every time I thought I understood its rhythm, it changed direction. New mechanics, new ideas, new tones, all flowing naturally. It reminded me why co-op games can still feel special when creativity leads instead of repetition. From creativity to tension, real tension, Dying Light: The Beast brought back something the series had been missing. Night felt dangerous again. Movement mattered. I actually hesitated before stepping into dark areas, and that's rare for me now. It wasn't about power fantasy, it was about survival, and that shift made the experience far more immersive. Now, there's one game I need to talk about separately because it challenged my own assumptions. Where Winds Meet is completely free to play, and I'll be honest, that made me skeptical at first. But once I stepped into its world, that doubt faded quickly. Fluid martial arts combat, a massive wuxia-inspired open world, and a surprisingly cinematic presentation. It's not flawless, but for a free game, the ambition here is undeniable. This didn't feel like a time waster. It felt like a genuine attempt to deliver something meaningful without asking for money up front. For 2025, this was easily the smartest free game you could try. As the year went on, I noticed something important. The games that stayed with me weren't always fast, or loud, or easy. Death Stranding 2 on the beach was one of those experiences. I remember playing it late at night, headphones on, completely absorbed. It doesn't rush you. It doesn't explain everything. It simply lets you exist in its world. It's slow, strange, and demanding, but if you meet it halfway, it delivers moments no other game really attempts anymore. That same quiet confidence appeared again with Ghost of Yotei. This game isn't about chasing objectives, it's about atmosphere. I'd often stop moving just to take in the environment, the wind, the silence, the weight of the world. Combat felt deliberate, exploration felt meaningful. It trusted me to feel instead of constantly react, and that trust made the experience unforgettable. Then came a game that reminded me how powerful mastery can feel: Hollow Knight: Silksong. It doesn't guide you gently, it challenges you. It expects you to learn, adapt, and improve. When I finally cleared difficult sections, the satisfaction wasn't relief, it was pride. That respect for player skill is rare, and Silksong delivered it consistently. Now we reach the game that defined conversations all year. When I first played Clair Obscur Expedition 33, I knew it was something special, but I didn't expect how deeply it would stay with me. This game doesn't rush you, it asks you to think, to reflect. The art direction, the combat, the emotional weight, everything feels intentional. There's a reason it became Game of the Year. It wasn't chasing trends, it was confident in its vision, and that confidence paid off. And finally, the game that respected me the most as a player. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 doesn't simplify itself. It doesn't care if you fail. It wants you to learn. I remember losing fights, making bad decisions, and slowly understanding how the world works, not because the game explained it, but because I paid attention. Every choice carries weight. Every victory feels earned. It's not for everyone, but for the right player, this is one of the most rewarding role-playing experiences of the entire year. These were the games that really stayed with me in 2025, not because of hype, but because they were genuinely worth playing. If you're someone who cares about choosing the right games, not just the popular ones, this channel is for you. I'll keep breaking down what's actually worth your time. If that sounds useful, subscribe and stick around. And tell me, which game truly defined your 2025?